Hello, friends, and welcome back to Compelling Stories for a Dinner Party. I'm your host, Christopher James, and tonight we unravel the enigmatic tale of three sisters that duped the world, and while doing so, inadvertently ushered in the age of spiritualism. We're talking about the Fox sisters. So pour yourself some wine, pass the potatoes, and let's get into it. Our story unfurls in the mid-19th century, in the quaint and quiet Hydesville, New York. It was here, in a seemingly unremarkable farmhouse, that the Fox family, including young sisters Kate and Margaretta, and their guiding light elder sister, Leah, would unwittingly forge the path for spiritualism. The year was 1848, a time ripe with curiosity and the burgeoning whispers of otherworldly realms. The Fox family, Methodist by faith, had recently settled in Hydesville, not far from the bustling community of Rochester. Their new home, cloaked in the ordinary, harbored an extraordinary secret. It was said to be haunted, a narrative that, whether by chance or fate, would become the crucible for an unprecedented phenomenon. It began with subtle, inexplicable rappings, sounds that echoed through the night, captivating not just the family, but soon a gathering of intrigued neighbors. The young Fox sisters, Kate and Margaretta, claimed these sounds were the Morse code of the spirit world, messages from beyond the veil. The rappings, they insisted, was their way of communicating with the spirits. As word began to spread about town, the Fox sisters found themselves at the heart of a spiraling intrigue. Leah, recognizing the potential of her sister's extraordinary talents, assumed the mantle of their manager. Together, they embarked on a journey that would see them rise as celebrated mediums, their seances drawing crowds eager for a glimpse into the ethereal. In the wake of their burgeoning notoriety, the Fox sisters' seances became intimate gatherings turned public ceremonies, held in dimly lit parlors that transformed into stages for the otherworldly. These seances, initially confined to the shadowy corners of Hydesville, soon found their way into the more opulent settings of Rochester's drawing rooms. With Leah's astute guidance, the venues grew grander, the audiences more diverse. From the curious skeptic to the fervent believer, from the humble local to the distinguished visitor, all were drawn by the magnetic pull of the sisters' promise to pierce the veil between the living and the dead. The atmosphere at these gatherings was electric, charged with a mix of fear, anticipation, and awe. Tables tapped, curtains rustled, and shock filled the air as spectral communications unfolded in coded rappings, each knock a purported message from beyond. Among the guests were figures of high social standing, intellectuals, and even radical reformers, all united by the allure of the Fox sisters' enigmatic talents. As the sisters' fingers lightly touched the seance table, the very fabric of reality seemed to thin, blurring the lines between the physical and the spiritual, forever altering the perception of the possible. By November 14th, 1849, the phenomenon had swept into Rochester, with the sisters demonstrating their spiritualist rappings at Corinthian Hall, marking the dawn of public spiritualist events. The spectacle was unlike anything the audience had ever seen, blending the allure of the unknown with the charisma of the Fox sisters. Yet as their fame grew, so did scrutiny. Critics emerged, armed with skepticism, challenging the authenticity of the rappings. Eminent figures, including author and publisher Reverend C. Chauncey Burr, a team of investigators from the University of Buffalo, and the investigative prowess of inventor, physician, and professor Charles Grafton Page, all cast shadows of doubt, suggesting the sisters might be the architects of an elaborate deception. Despite the claims of forgery and fraud, the Fox sisters' seances had become grand spectacles, drawing crowds from the furthest reaches of curiosity and high society alike. Their public appearances were events of unprecedented scale, with auditoriums filled to the brim, the air thick with anticipation and the heady scent of the unknown. Esteemed guests, among them luminaries like the steadfast publisher Horace Greeley and the literary giant William Cullen Bryant, lent credence to the enigmatic performances. The sisters, enveloped in the mystique of their own making, conducted seances that were as much a display of theatrical prowess as they were a purported bridge to the spirit world. Each rap, each whispered message from the beyond, served to weave a tighter web around the hearts and minds of their captivated audience, securing their place in the chronicles of the mysterious and the unexplained. And for 40 years, the Fox sisters held an esteemed place in the annals of spiritualism. The movement they ushered in had grabbed hold of the American psyche and would never let go. However, a turning point for the sisters came on October 21st, 1888, in New York City's Academy of Music. Before a crowd of thousands, Margaretta, with Kate in the audience, unveiled the truth. The wrappings, the cornerstone of their communications with the spirit world, were a lie. They were revealed to be a mere mortal contrivance, produced by the cracking of joints and other mundane means. They both went on to claim that they were simply innocent children, forced to participate in the deception so their sister, Leah, could earn money. Both sisters grew to vehemently resent their older sister, and all three suffered through public accusation from the other. Leah ended up escaping most of the criticism and vitriol that Margaretta and Kate experienced when their deception was revealed. Margaretta would denounce spiritualism altogether, calling it a fraud of the worst deception, and stating that she hoped her confession would act as a death blow to spiritualism. This confession, though shocking, did not herald the end of spiritualism. Instead, the movement continued to flourish, a testament to the enduring human desire to believe in something beyond our understanding. The Fox sisters, once the beacon of spiritualism, faded into the pages of history. As the final curtain fell on the enigmatic journey of the Fox sisters, their lives beyond the seance room were marked by personal trials and transformations. Leah, having weathered the storm of scandal and scrutiny, found solace in the arms of a Wall Street banker, Daniel Underhill, embracing a life far removed from the wrappings of her youth. Margaretta's heart was captured by the adventurous Elisha Kane, though his belief in their mediumship was fraught with skepticism. Despite the controversies, love intertwined their fates, and Margaretta's faith shifted to the solemn halls of the Roman Catholic Church, a sanctuary she sought even as the echoes of her past called her back to the spirit world. Kate's journey led her across the ocean to England, where her talents found patronage among the elite, her life intertwining with H.D. Jenkin, a barrister with a passion for the spiritual. Yet the shadows of doubt and discord followed, ensnaring Kate and Margaretta in a web of alcoholism and familial strife, their once celebrated gifts now a source of torment and division. In the twilight of their lives, the sisters found themselves grappling with the tangible ghosts of their choices, their final days shrouded in obscurity, illness, and hardship. United in death as in life, the sisters found their final resting place in Brooklyn. Kate and Margaretta buried together, while Leah was buried with her husband's family. Their legacy a haunting reminder of the thin veil between fame and infamy, truth and illusion. We'd love to know what you think. What do you think of the Fox sisters' fraudulent performances? Does it affect your belief in the spiritual realm? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and while you're there, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Well, my friends, we have come to the end of another fabulous dinner party. We hope you enjoyed this story tonight, and we hope to see you at the table again next time. Until then, my friends, may your gatherings always be eclectic and your stories compelling. Good night.